Greetings to all of you that are on the live portion of this webinar. Those of you that are listening into the presentation, I would like to again say welcome to all of you. And I am tremendously excited about the next 25 minutes that I'm going to share with you. I'm going to share some powerful information to why I too am just like this young lady on the screen here, smiling from ear to ear, that I made a wise business decision to team up with Valentis. Those of you that are listening in for the very first time, let me just warn you that you too, if you listen in closely, will also have a smile on your face. As I get started here, any distractions that you may have in front of you, whether it be your BlackBerry, whether it be your television, maybe your kids, your dog, anything that can pull you away from this information, you all, please put it away for the next 20 minutes, because I got some information that I think is going to be very could be life-altering for those of you that really see this opportunity. A little bit about myself. Again, I'm here in the Mile High city of Denver, Colorado. My name is Marques Brigham. I'm actually a, what you want to call a 10-year vet when it comes to the network marketing world. Prior to this industry, I was actually in the National Football League as a running back with the Oakland Raiders and New England Patriots. It did not take long for me to understand what NFL really stood for. Instead of National Football League, I learned it stood for not for long. And so just like many of you all, I put on my business cap, at least I thought I did. I got into the traditional style of making money, got in corporate America, only to realize that I could not outrun inflation. I could not seem to make enough money to take care of my children. And so, like many of you that are here, I put my business cap on. I started thinking about non-traditional ways to actually earn some money. And I'm so grateful that someone stopped in my shop that day, because, see, I had actually got out of corporate America. I started my own smoothie shop. And let me just tell you this. I was working 7 days a week. I was absolutely beat. I was tired. I was broke, busted, and disgusted. And I just said, I've got to figure out a better way. And I got introduced to this industry, you all. And let me just tell you, it completely changed the way that I think. And I'm such an evangelist for sharing the good news of this industry, because there's so many people out there right now who have an open mind but just need the right vehicle. And I'm going to share with you exactly why Valentis is the right vehicle without any question. I want to simplify this tonight. I want to talk about the three fastest growing industries that we tapped into with Valentis. Now, of course, if you listen to what I'm going to share with you, you'll understand that there's more than three, but I only want to focus on three tonight. The first three that I want to talk about is the home-based business world. I want to talk about weight loss. And then I want to talk about the unique style of what we've done here with Valentis. And we married all three of these industries together. So you have the home-based business world that's teamed up with weight loss and coffee. And I'm going to tell you right now, you all, I was blown away when I had an opportunity to look closely at what we're doing here with Valentis. Now, here's what I want you all to understand is coffee is big business, okay? I don't have to convince any of you all that coffee is big business. The second most traded commodity in the world. 83% of adults drink coffee. You can go look it up, US Today, Google. Matter of fact, you can grab your iPhone, your BlackBerry, your Samsung, and you can simply just say to the phone, how many people drink coffee? And it will tell you right there how many people actually drink coffee. 83% of adults drink coffee. That basically means, you all, that everywhere around us, it's big business. And it's so amazing when you really look at even the big players out there in some of the larger brands, places like McDonald's. I'm going to tell you right now, if you were to walk into a McDonald's right now, it's completely changed its layout. I mean, McDonald's used to be where Ronald McDonald and Hamburglar were running around, and there was tons of kids and really loud looking colors out there, red and yellow. You all, now when you walk in, you've got jazz music playing in the background. They got low hanging chandeliers, flat screen TVs. You all, they've completely revamped everything. And why did they do it? Because McDonald's got smart. It said this coffee space is where the money's at. If McDonald's says, you know what, I can take 7 cents of raw material, flip it, and turn it into a $15 profit, they realized that they were no longer in the burger business, the fry business, the milkshake business. You all, they were in the coffee business. And we watched other companies like Wendy's, who launched the Redhead Roasters. You will started to see how Wendy's, matter of fact, if you look up their information, Wendy's 25% up from last year from coffee sales. Subway now opening up its doors early in the morning, you all, and I promise you not to sell you a foot-long sandwich. No, they want to get into that coffee industry space as well. Again, their sales are up from coffee. You look at Dunkin' Donuts. I remember when I played for the New England Patriots, you all, Dunkin' Donuts is huge back east. And I looked at that logo and said, wait a minute, what happened to the donut on the logo? You all, even Dunkin' Donuts say, you know what, we're revamping everything. We're going after the coffee space as well. You all, we watched even BK Joe turn its coffee empire into a whole nother level. Why? Because they just recently partnered with Seattle's Best. You all, they wanted to even take their coffee to the next level. So again, we're watching major brands that have said, you know what, this coffee thing is huge. So again, I wanted to share this with all of you to say what we're doing here within Valentis makes business sense. Now, here's where I want you all to really start thinking about this. If we know that 83% around us drink coffee, and then we now know that North America is the #1 coffee consuming market in the world, we're talking 400 million cups of coffee are enjoyed every single day in North America. You all, when I started to really look at this, and then I started to really think about what we have here within Valentis and the Slim Roast, you all, I got excited about this. Let me just talk some serious numbers to you, because if the numbers don't make sense and everything else I'm going to say to you all, it just, from a business standpoint, it doesn't make sense, right? So let me just share this with you and why I am literally at the edge of my seat about this opportunity. When we start to think about our company, again, we took a simple pack of coffee, as you hear it here, and what we did, we got coffee and weight loss all in one simple pack. If you look at the sales within our organization, our company here, in February of 2015, we did $80,000 in sales, okay? Now, fast forward to February of 2016, that's this year. You all, in 1 month, we did over $1 million. That's just in February. We followed it up in March with $1.4 million in sales. In April, we did $2.1 million. May, we did $3.4 million in sales. You all, we knocked it out the park in June 2016. This year, we did $4 million in that month. Now, I just explained to all of you how big the coffee industry is, didn't I? I told you all that 83% of the population drinks coffee. Well, let me bring it home to you even more. Tim Hortons recently sold for $11.4 million, okay? Oh, excuse me, $1 billion with a B, okay? Now I'm gonna go back to this slide really fast because this is important. You all, here's why I think this is so genius of what our owner did, because here's my thing. I don't need a slice of the pie from that multi-billion-dollar empire. I don't even need the slice of the pie. You all, if we literally cut a slice of pie, y'all handed me the knife, I would lick the knife. Let me tell you, because there's plenty on there for me right there. That's how big this empire is. And so when I look at these numbers and realize that our company did only $4 million in June, yet we have companies selling for $11.4 billion. I've got places like, I'm gonna show you right here, go to my next slide here, like Starbucks. You all, people are standing in line in Starbucks, ordering their grande blonde roast, frappuccino, hold the foam, little bit of coconut milk added to it. My kids, I think they literally sit at night and just think up things that they can walk in line and see who has the longest name for their drink. But the bottom line is, every time I get up there to pay for the drinks, I'm getting hit for $5 over again. $25 for a family to go drink coffee. That's absolutely ridiculous. But I don't think it's ridiculous anymore. I actually have a smile on my face because they made it socially acceptable for people to spend $5 or more for a cup of coffee. Now, here's why I'm excited. Here's why I'm excited, you all, is because here within our company, who has done this? Who has done this the way that we're doing it right now? You all, this Slim Roast coffee is a beast. Don't you sleep on this coffee, you all. Don't you sleep on this coffee. I'm telling you, I have the same amount of energy now that I had when I was playing football, you all. So I'm so jazzed up about this coffee. Let me tell you about my own personal experience. Now, about 3 weeks ago, that's when I first got introduced to the actual coffee. Now, I've heard people talk about it. I've seen some of the testimonials out there, but I wasn't a believer. I'm going to be honest. I was not a believer. But when I got my first cup of coffee, that particular morning, I opened up the box, I made myself a cup of the coffee. Now, within my first 7 minutes of drinking coffee, I started to notice the difference of my mood. My energy just seemed to be lifted. that morning fog that I always have, it seems like it takes me 30 minutes to shake off. You all, I was amped up, jazzed up, and excited. I'm talking about just enthusiasm just running through my body, fired up and excited. You all, I grabbed my sneakers, headed down to the gym. Let me just tell you, 90 minutes later, I was still, literally just, bouncing. I was feeling so good. Now, here's the thing. For me, when I get home, I normally make a pretty big breakfast, but I'm going to be honest with you. I wasn't really hungry. Now, mind you, I hadn't looked at the ingredients. I never went to really study all this stuff with the coffee and what's happening and why people are losing weight. I just noticed, as a coincidence of drinking coffee, I wasn't hungry. You all, it was 11:30 that morning. And normally I have myself a snack, then I go into a lunch about an hour later. I had not had a snack or a lunch, and I still wasn't hungry. You all, I forced myself to at least eat a banana because I felt like if I didn't eat something, my body, I'm just going to faint or something's going to happen. Just wasn't normal. You all, it wasn't until 5:30 that night that I literally sat down and had my first meal. And I remember calling Dave up. I said, man, I'm gonna edit this to PG-13 for y'all. But I said, man, what in the world do you have in this coffee? Because I said, man, this stuff is amazing. And the dollar signs went on, the light bulb went on, and he was just cracking up laughing. He and Jordan, because they have been telling me about this company. I was sleeping on this. And let me tell you all, 5 days later, you talking about sold and hooked. Man, I'm like Stevie Wonder, signed, sealed, delivered. I'm yours. Y'all, I was fired up and excited because here's the thing. I was down 6 pounds in my first literally week of drinking this coffee. I was just blown away. And so as I looked at what was in this coffee, you guys, it's more than just a cup of coffee. You all, no GMOs, no pesticides, no chemicals, no preservatives, no artificial sweeteners, no sugar. You all, you can drink this coffee black. In fact, I've been drinking it black the last 3 days, okay? Now, for me, I do like to add my sugar and cream on occasions to it. You can do the exact same thing. But all I know is I started looking up information. In fact, I was sent to a website called bestweightlosscoffee.com. You all, there are literally photos after photos after photos after photos of before and afters of people who have drank the coffee. And as a coincidence of drinking coffee, they started to notice the difference in how they were losing weight. You all, I tell people all the time, drink and shrink with this coffee. Here is, again, some of the bullet points that I experienced, but this is not only me. This is what other people are talking about. Diminishing the appetite, reducing sugar cravings, reducing sugar absorption. This coffee burns fat, you all. This coffee elevates the mood. It promotes mental alertness, increases focus. You all, it helps with cholesterol. It helps with energy levels. You all, it does a great job of those abdominal areas there in the belly fat, you know, all the areas that are really dangerous around our heart where we carry entirely too much weight. You all, people have shared their stories, how they've lost upwards of 40, 50. We have people closing in on 100 pounds over the last year drinking this coffee. Are you kidding me? You all, this market is absolutely ridiculous, and it's wide open for all of us to participate in. I started looking at some of these before and after photos. And for those of you that are listening to this, you know, you can't see, but I'll try to describe what we're looking at. For those of you on the webinar, you can see. Check out my man right here. He's feeling good about himself. You all, look at his belly. I mean, you're talking about where it was hanging over, but now it looks like it's, I mean, literally, you all, it has gone in. You can tell this guy has lost tons of inches, and he's toned up. Looks absolutely amazing. You have another lady right here. She's wearing yellow, you all. Let me just tell you, you can kind of see the muffin top right around her lower area there. It's gone. The same shirt before and after, you all, you can look now, it's gone. She has wrinkles in her shirt. It's absolutely crazy. You know, Veronica Rogers, if you guys go to our main website and watch that 4-minute power video on the Slim Roast, you'll hear her talk about her story. Lost 35 pounds drinking the coffee. Matthew Leaf, look at his photo right here, down 55 pounds drinking the Slim Roast coffee. This young lady, I heard her story, absolutely amazing, you all. Got fitted for her wedding dress, had some goals and minds of how she wanted to look come that December in her wedding dress, and boom, if you look at these photos here, before and after, you all, let me tell you something. This is an emotional thing here. When women can get in a wedding dress like this and look like a princess, like they're supposed to look on their wedding day, it's game over, y'all. It's game over. So this photo right here does a phenomenal job of definitely connecting with the ladies. And so here's my thing with all of you all. We have such amazing lines of products here. Now, I was already literally hitting a home run with just a Slim Roast alone. You all, let me take it a little bit further. We also have another complete line of beverages as well. We have our Immune Boost. Let me tell you about this. Last I looked, everybody on this call, everybody on this webinar, you all have an immune system. And guess what? It gets compromised every single day. How many times are we in the elevator and somebody starts coughing? How many times do we walk into a bathroom and touch that nasty doorknob? How many times have we sat in the airplane and we hear people coughing and hacking and all that air is just getting resurfaced back into the airplane? You all, we're exposed all the time. I love this product because this is something that everybody needs. Plus, it's flooded with vitamins, minerals, and nutrients. Do you know the #1 cause for people dying all over the world is mineral deficiency? And when you look here at the United States, you all, I'm going to be honest with you, the way that our crops are harvested right now in 2016 with all that synthetic, artificial type stuff, pesticides, you all, our grounds are nutritionally bankrupt, which means a lot of those green leafy salads that we think we're getting what we need from it, only to find out we go to the physicians and they tell us that we're still not getting enough vitamins and minerals. You all, this is a playground that we want to participate in. And right here, this Immune Boost product flooded with vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants. This is what everybody needs. Take this product every single day. Now, if we slide over to our next product, ladies and gentlemen, we have what's called the Prevail Energy. Now, you start to think about this. How many times have we stood in that line at 7-Eleven or stood at the grocery store and see people holding that can of whether it be Red Bull or whether it be Monster or whether it be Rockstar? You all, it doesn't take much. You go look at all that information online. You can see the long-term effect, the compound effect of people consuming those drinks over and over again. You all can be detrimental to their health. We have an opportunity to give people a better energy drink that's clean and that also helps them to sustain that level of energy throughout the day. You all, again, what an amazing space to participate in. We're talking about the energy market does $1 gazillion every single year, and we have a chance, again, to literally get our hands in that pie as well. And oh, let me tell you about this one here. It's called the Prevail Trim. I didn't say the Slim Roast. That's still on top of the line, but you all, this trim is just right behind it. Let me tell you, my wife, if she keeps on snatching my trim from me, I'm gonna start fussing at her. You all, I have this little thing that I make. It's called my little trim explosion. Okay, so what I do is I do a scoop of ice, add a little water to it. I squeeze a little bit of lemon juice to it. I dice up a few apples, dice up a few little strawberries in there as well. And let me tell you, I stir that up, and it's such a refreshing drink. And let me tell you, it does a great job of continuing to keep my body's metabolism moving. Does a great job of helping me keep that fat off of me, trimming down that area. You all, I'm telling you, once you get that weight off, you don't want to go back. And this trim here is doing what it says it does. You all, if you take a look at these 4 lines of products, if we never add anything else, we have a multi-billion-dollar empire sitting right here in front of us, and nobody knows about us. You all, we did $4 million last month in sales. And we got people in this space, companies in this space that are doing upwards of $100 to $200 million a month. And we're only doing $4 million a month. That's opportunity. That's opportunity. And that's what I want to talk to all of you next about, because here's my thing. Some of you, you've heard enough. You just want to participate and get on the products. If that's all you did, let me tell you right now, you're going to be excited about it. Make sure you get on the products. But for those of you that have an entrepreneur mindset, those of you that are at that place in your life where you know if you can just find the next right situation, find the right timing, find the right compensation plan, and team up with the right leaders that you want to run your next race in this industry, then you want to listen in closely. Because here within Valentis, y'all, we pay you 7 different ways. Now, let me just say this to you. If all we marketed was a Slim Roast coffee, you all could create yourself a multi-million-dollar empire just off the coffee alone. You all, people are literally buying boxes and boxes of this coffee, and I'm going to show you how they're doing it. They're basically buying boxes for close to $32 and flipping and selling it anywhere between $60 to $70 per box. Why? Because when you show pictures like I just showed all of you, people want the product. Okay? Now, every time we retail this particular product, we're going to earn nothing less than 25%. Okay? Now, we also have what we call our fast start bonuses. And fast start basically means when you introduce someone to this company as a business builder, you will earn anywhere between $20 to $100 every single time they actually, or every single time you personally introduce someone to this business and they purchase a business pack, okay? Now, as you start to share this with people, you're going to notice that a lot of people will actually get started at our top level, which they're purchasing our big business pack, and I'll show you why they're doing it. You have an opportunity to earn as much as $200 every single time you move that, meaning $100 from the fast start, plus we have what's called a legacy coded bonus as well. So you can earn as much as $200 every single time you move that pack. Now, we also have what's called my favorite. It's the dual team. I'm going to keep this so simple. Here's how this works. Every single week, our company takes a snapshot of all the coffee sales throughout your entire organization. Now, this is not meaning solely on you, but this is through word of mouth advertisement marketing, meaning you talk to a few people who do the exact same thing. Before you know it, in your city, you've got maybe 300 or 400 people all purchasing this weight loss coffee and sharing their stories, and everybody's excited about it. Well, that means that's generating business volume. So we take a snapshot of what's called the volume on your pay side of your business. We pay you upwards of 20% on all the volume. Now, I had a gentleman the other day say, wait a minute, Marcus, you mean to tell me if, let's just say, and he was thinking small numbers. He said, if I do $100,000 a month on the pay side of my business, you're trying to tell me I can earn, that's going to pay me $20,000 for that entire month's pay if I did $100,000 on my pay side? And my answer to him, class, was yes, it will. That's 20%. If you did 200,000, that'd be 40,000. For some of you all, let me just say, if 20,000 is too much, cut that in half. If 10,000 is too much, cut that in half. Maybe an extra $5,000 seems righteous for you. My thing to all of you, you can get in where you fit in, but all I know is everybody loves, 83% of people love coffee, right? So how simple is this? It's so simple, you all. We also have what's called a 1% global shared pool, where basically what we do is for every 3 business packs you move, we give you a share of the product. You all, I think last month I heard someone say it was right around $140 on that share. That was last month, so don't quote me saying that's what it's going to be. Sometimes it can be even higher, okay? But I wanted you to know, imagine if you had 1, 2, 3, 4 shares. That's an extra $600, $700, $800 that you're going to get just in shared bonus pool money. You all, here's the part 2. We pay a car bonus over here. Meaning when you hit certain ranks within Valentis, you can earn a $400 monthly check upwards to $3,000. So imagine this, on top of the sick payout that you're already getting, imagine having an additional $400 to $3,000 coming in monthly. Again, I can slice that in half. You all, the bottom line is, what if you only turn this into a $2,000 monthly business? You all, this is so simple to share. Why is it simple? Because of this right here. I'm gonna scoop on past this. Of course, we have a crazy marketing system. I'm gonna come back to some of this, but I just want to talk about this right now. Let me talk about how people are getting started in this business. Then I'll go back to that system. You all, here's the thing that I want you all to understand. People are purchasing option number 4, and here's why they're doing it. They're getting 16 boxes of coffee. They're purchasing it for $500, which means it's reducing each box of coffee to basically $32 a box. Now, here's what I want you to know. I know that everybody right now on their cell phone has 16 people that if you sent a text to them along with some pictures and says, you guys won't believe what this coffee is doing for people, check out some of these photos. You all, I only have 16 boxes left. Let me tell you right now, you would sell this coffee in a heartbeat. So here's what's happening. People are purchasing this big pack. Before their product arrives to their house, they have already pre-sold their boxes of coffee. Why? Because it's weight loss and coffee. Class, do I have to convince people to drink coffee? No. Do I have to convince people that they need to lose some weight? No. In fact, you all, I've got skinny people who want to lose weight. It's the weirdest thing I've ever seen in my life. Skinny people want to get skinnier, but that's just the society that we live in. You all, we have such an amazing combination here. But here's what I like about our business. You can get started, you all, by coming in. Now, here's the deal. Everybody has to get started by purchasing what we call our $20 independent distributor fee, okay? That allows you to actually participate in the business side of Valentis, $20. And literally, you all, it sets you up with your back office. Your back office tracks and manages your business for you. We all receive these beautiful capture pages, these marketing landing pages that we can put on Facebook. People can go click on it. They can watch a nice, beautiful HD looking movie presentation that explains everything in 4 minutes. And then it funnels that prospect into our back office. But then it stays in contact with that prospect by sending them persuasive email messages to entice them to come into this business or to order some coffee. We get all that is wrapped in this package of the business, you all. So my thing is, you just have to figure out which pack of coffee you want to come in at, because you got to at least purchase 1 box of coffee. As you see there, you can come in at $60 for 1 box of coffee. You can come in at $129 for 3 boxes of coffee. You can do the math. You're still saving about 25% there. You can come in at 6 boxes of coffee for $200. So you're still getting a nice break there. But option 4, you all, where you're getting 16 boxes at $32 per box of coffee, you all, that's saving you some serious money. And that's what we're doing over here. Look at my time here, because we have the corporate call getting ready to come up. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and send you all over to the corporate call that's getting ready to kick off. As a reminder, you all, you need to jump on our ValentisDreamBuilders.com website. Get yourself connected to our organization. Again, that's ValentisDreamBuilders.com. And I want to leave you with this last quote, one of my favorite. It says, whatever you like to do, make it a hobby. But whatever the world likes to do, make it your business. And that's what Warren Buffett said. Now, my thing is, I think Warren Buffett knows a little bit about making good, solid business decision and choices. My thing is, again, the world loves coffee. 83% of people love coffee. And you all, in our sampling system, let me just share this with you. You all, you're going to get in that box of coffee 24 sticks of coffee, okay? So I look at these sticks as business cards. So you can literally sample your way to success. That's why I love this business. A lot of other companies out there, you can't carry a big tub of protein with you and give a scoop to somebody. I mean, that just don't seem righteous to me at all. I can literally hand somebody one of these small little sticks of coffee, tell them to pour it in 8 to 10 ounces of water. They can add sugar and cream as they desire, and the rest is history. You all, that is such a simple way to explain the business to people, and then send them to your site. Let them see the testimonials. Let them see how people are winning by drinking this coffee, okay? So with that said, you all, that's my time for today. Again, I was your presenter, Marques Brigham, here out of Denver, Colorado. At this time now, we're going to all swing over to our corporate call for some awesome announcements and new stories and new people that are winning in this phenomenal business. Don't take it from me. Dial in to the corporate office right now, and you all listening to some of these amazing stories from everyday people who were just drinking the coffee, and as a coincidence, they started to lose weight. They got excited. They started to share their stories with other people. Before you know it, they had coffee sales going through their websites, and now they've turned this simple part-time business into a full-time income. Woo! All right, you all, that's enough for me tonight, you all. Y'all be blessed. We're going to talk soon, and I'll see you on the corporate call here in a few seconds. Good night, everybody.